Right, Hastings to put the ball in. Canterbury having the loose head. It's 13-4 in favour of Canterbury. It's a Canterbury ball. Steve Mortimer gets it out to Gary Hughes, but he's tackled by Wright. And we'll play it back now to Mark Hughes, to Chris Mortimer. Tackled by Hastings. And it's about 28 metres out from the east goal line. Plays it back to Mark Hughes, to Steve Mortimer, to Peter Mortimer, to Brentnell coming in from the full-back spot. It's tackled low by Hastings. And he will play it 30 metres out from the eastern suburbs goal line. Dummy half is Mark Hughes, to Steve Mortimer, to Gary Hughes. Out now to Chris Mortimer, to Peter Mortimer. He pushes off Boosted, but he's gathered in by McFarlane and Boosted. And he will play it 35 metres out from the east goal line, from the play the ball. Chris Anderson, dummy half, to Gary Hughes. Now to Coveney. He bursts through down the centre, gets it to Chris Anderson, but he's swamped by the east forwards. He'll get up to play it. Back now to Steve Mortimer, out to Folkes, and he's knocked aground by Warnock. It's the sixth tackle. The scrum will go down. It's just 25 metres out from the eastern suburbs goal line. And with that 9-point lead, Canterbury Bankstown are just prepared to sit on things. They're not wanting to make any mistakes and let East back in the game, but at the same time they're not piling the pressure on. In it goes from Hastings. It's an East ball. Hastings runs wide, gets it now to Wright, and he tried to step inside, is pulled down by both Chris Mortimer and Mark Hughes. Plays it back to Hastings. Out now to Boosted. Now to Gurr. He tries to come through down the centre, but is caught by Graham Hughes and also Gary Hughes. From the play the ball is to Lang. Out to Hastings, to Ayliffe. A long one out now to Boosted. He's caught, gets his pass away to Ayliffe. Shoots it out to McFarlane, and he's caught by Chris Anderson. And he'll get up to a play at about 6 metres on the east side of halfway. Ayliffe dummy half. Gets it now to Lang. Back to Ayliffe. And he floats a long one out to Boosted, but he's immediately caught and throws a wild pass. I think Gurr has it, but it's the sixth tackle, and the scrum will go down 36 metres out from the eastern suburbs goal line, with the score here at the cricket ground 13-4 in favour of Canterbury.
You should shop at the liquor store. The price is always right, and they've got everything that you want at Liquor Stop.
After the game, visit your local Liquor Stop bottle shop. Right now, Liquor Stop have Tooheys beer on special. The price is right for Tooheys Light at your nearest Liquor Stop bottle shop.
You should shop at the Liquor Stop. For everything you want, you should shop at Liquor Stop.
East at possession, 5 metres on their own side of halfway, and Hastings gets a pass to Cleal, but he's tackled by Mark Hughes. He plays the ball back to Harvey. Now to Warnocky, but he's still walking behind the man in possession of the ball. From the play the ball, Hastings gets it to Harvey. Now to Wright. He kicks a little one through, and up goes Gearan for it, and is taken by Gurr, and he will get up to a play it. It's about 27 metres out from the Canterbury goal line to Steve Mortimer, and he's tackled again by Gurr. He'll play it 32 metres out to Gearan. He gets it. It's now to Mark Hughes from Gary Hughes, but he's tackled by Boosted and also Lang. He'll play it back to Proponis. Out it goes to Coveney. Comes back into the forwards, but tackled by Riley and Lang. And now it's 35 metres out from the Canterbury goal line. Out to Steve Mortimer. Now to Gary Hughes. A long one. Out it goes to Chris Mortimer. And he turns it back inside to Gary Hughes. He pushes out of a tackle from right, but is picked up by McFarlane. And he will play it. It's about 34 metres out from the Canterbury goal line. Out to Brentnell. He kicks a long left footer downfield, and it won't find touch, I don't think. Marty Gurr gets back to get it, and he's tackled well there by Peter Mortimer. He gets up to play it. 5 metres out from his own goal line. Back now to McFarlane, but he's caught by Graham Hughes. He's a vigorous second row forward, this fella. From the play the ball, out it comes to Tobin. And he beats a tackle from Mark Hughes. He gets a pass away though to Lang. Out it goes now to Boosted. He flies downfield and gets it out now to was it Michaels, who came across from the other wing. But again a beautiful cover defending tackle from Steve Mortimer. Oh, what an asset to a side this fellow is. He seems to reserve his best football for finals and grand finals. Well, the scrum will go down 10 metres in from touch, and it's only about 5 metres on the eastern suburb side of halfway. There are 8 minutes left for play. And it's Hastings to put the ball in. And it goes. And it's a penalty to eastern suburbs. That relieves the pressure. And it'll put them attacking in each side, Canterbury side of halfway. The score here at the moment at the cricket ground, 13-4 in favour of Canterbury Bankstown.
Saving for a home, a car, a holiday? No matter what you're saving for, a Commonwealth Bank Savings Investment Account is a great way to do it. Savings investment accounts are high-interest passbook accounts, paying more than twice the interest of normal savings accounts. If you have a specific goal in mind, open a savings investment account at any branch of the Commonwealth Bank. Savings investment accounts for the things worth saving for.
Well, the game is held up here while Johnny Lang receives Amlet's attention. And it's time on again now. And here's the penalty coming up by Marty Gurr. He finds touch. And it's about 38 metres out from the Canterbury goal line. Right, there's a tap by Lang. Gets it out to Hastings. Now to Wright. He gives it a clear on the burst, but he's tackled by Gary Hughes. And it will play it back to Warnocky. Out to Harvey to Warnocky, going round him. He gets a pass out, goes nowhere, and Chris Mortimer falls on it. He'll get up to play the ball back, and it's to Peter Mortimer, to Steve Mortimer, out to Gary Hughes, now to Graham Hughes. He gives it to Brentnell breaking through. He kicks over the head of Hastings, and there's a race for it, and Gearan gets it. He's over for a try. Oh, what a great bit of work there by Gearan. Well, that was kicked through by Brentnell, and there was a race downfield for it, and they jumped up, and Gearan came down with it, and just 2 more steps, and he was over for a try. And that takes Canterbury on to 16. They lead by 16-4, and there's no doubt who's the 1980 Rugby League premiers from Sydney. And what a great performance this has been by Canterbury Bankstown. Well, Gearan now will attempt to convert his own try, but of course Gearan happened to be the man there on the spot. The breakthrough really came from Brentnell, the fullback, who's had a great game here for Canterbury today too.
It was a marvellous bomb he certainly put up, Frank.
It certainly was. Well, and you might remember too that it was Brentnell that broke through to set up the try for Chris Anderson in the first half, and there's only been 2 tries scored in the game.
That's right.
Well, this try was scored about 15 metres in from touch, and Gearan has brought it back to about 20 metres out, and he will have the kick for goal from there, and he's had a 100% record so far.
That'll be a try well worth seeing on television again,
yes.
Frank.
But he's kicked 5 goals from 5 attempts, and this is a 6th shotted goal by Gearan. And don't forget, the player of the match, as far as I'm concerned, will get the Microtech, the Hanamix Rycotech. There's the kick. It's high, it's long, and again it's straight between the posts, and the score now at the cricket ground, 18-4 in favour of Canterbury Bankstown.
Today's the biggest day in the Sydney Rugby League calendar. The grand final with Eastern Canterbury locked into do battle. And after it's all over for another year, there's always one place you know is still going to be there. CMAC Home Carpenter Centres. At CMAC, they're the experts, so you don't have to be. They know their products and they know how to help you. CMAC Home Carpenter Centre for everything in hardware, plus all the good old-fashioned know-how. There's a CMAC Centre near you.
Canterbury in possession from the kick-off. Gary Hughes gets it out to Mark Hughes, and he's tackled by Wright and Aleph. He'll play it back to Anderson. He's tackled by Aleph, and he'll play it back to Mark Hughes, now to Coveney. It's a great pity we didn't have 5 or 6 awards to give at the end of this game, because there are so many great players here in this Canterbury side. And Canterbury on the attack again. Chris Mortimer giving it out to Peter Mortimer, but the ball was knocked on. And the scrum will go down. And there are 3 minutes left for play. As the scrum goes down 9 metres on the Canterbury side of halfway. It's a Canterbury ball. Steve Mortimer gets it out now to Gary Hughes, tackled by Wright. And he will play the ball. Back to Steve Mortimer. Out to Coveney, who's tackled by Cleal on the halfway mark. Plays it back to Robinson. Out to Steve Mortimer. To Gary Hughes. Out now to Brentnell. To Chris Mortimer. Good player, this fellow. He gives it back inside to Anderson. He breaks from a tackle. Is caught now by McFarlane. And 9 metres on the eastern suburb side of halfway. He'll get up to play the ball. Back to Gary Hughes. To Steve Mortimer. Now to Proponis. But he's tackled by Tobin. And he'll get up to play it. Back to Steve Mortimer. Out now to Graham Hughes, to Robinson. And caught by Cleal. He'll play it 10 metres on the east side of halfway. Back from the play the ball to Folkes. And it rebounds from Boosted and is taken now by Coveney. He plays it back to Folkes. And he races through out in the open. He's caught from behind though by Michael. And it's 15 metres out from the eastern suburbs goal line. Canterbury certainly will not let up now. From the play the ball, Steve Mortimer sends it out to Mark Hughes. A long one to Gary Hughes. Out now to Peter Mortimer. He gives his pass out to Gary Hughes. And he grubber kicks for touch. The ball will go into touch and goal though. So the game recommences now with a tap kick from the quarter line by eastern suburbs. But there are only, 1.5 minutes left for play, and this game is won and lost now. From the play restart, out it comes to Cleal. He gets a pass back to Lang. That was Harvey, the first pass. That's right, Cleal has it now. And from the play the ball, it's to Lang. He runs wide, turns the ball. Oh, he looks for support inside, can't find it. Tackled by Coveney. He plays it to Hastings, and he's tackled by Mark Hughes and Graham Hughes. Looks as though he's injured too. Hastings, he'll play it back to Lang. Out to Ailif, he kicks through and interference. Yes, illegally interfered with after he kicked the ball. So a penalty to eastern suburbs, 4 metres on the east side of halfway. And there would only be, a half a minute left for play, I make it. There's the kick by Marty Gurr, and it's 18 points to 4 in favour of Canterbury Bankstown, as East now fine touch, about 15 metres out from the Canterbury goal line. And Ailif puts the ball down, taps it, tries to go himself, and is caught by Coveney, 10 metres out from the Canterbury goal line. Dummy half is Lang, out to Harvey. He drops the ball when he's tackled, and Canterbury are in possession. As Mark Hughes falls on it, plays it back to Graham Hughes, to Gary Hughes now, out to Chris Mortimer. No, Peter Mortimer that was. Tackled by Boosted, it's all over. Canterbury Bankstown are the 1980 premiers and have defeated Eastern Suburbs by 18 points to 4. And among a lot of good players, my award today goes to Steve Mortimer. He will be the recipient of the Hanamex Microtech worth $675 retail. Here are the statistics of play. Scrums favoured Canterbury 12 to Eastern Suburbs 11. Penalties favoured East 10 to Canterbury's 9. So they had an even share of the ball. First scorer in the game, Wright, a goal for Eastern Suburbs, and Gearan, a goal for Canterbury Bankstown. For Canterbury, tries were scored by Anderson and Gearan, and Gearan kicked 6 goals from 6 attempts. For Eastern Suburbs, Wright kicked 2 goals from 2 attempts. The score at half-time, 7-4 in favour of Canterbury Bankstown, and at full-time, 18-4 in favour of Canterbury Bankstown. And my award today goes to Steve Mortimer in front of 52,881 people. Well, that brings the 1980 season to a close. The players now going over, and they'll receive their awards from Mr. Rand They'll come off the ground, up just in front of the ladies' stand where the Vice-Regal box is, and Mr. Rand will be there. They will file up the stairs, get their medallion from him, and then file down onto the field again for their lap of honour.